Call this meeting to order of Lincoln County Board of Education for the purpose of conducting county school system business at the county office. There's a time for public participation during the meeting, and the meeting is being live streamed, and a copy of the meeting will be on the county's website within 5 working days. Do we have any public comment? No. I will say Ms. Barnes and myself are in person. Joining us on the phone is Mr. Wilson, Mr. Mosteller, and Ms. McComas. No public comment. We'll ask Ms. Barnes to lead us in Pledge of Allegiance.
I'll be glad to. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all.
And I will turn it over to Mr. Barnett for instruction and leadership.
All right, come to you this evening to share some pretty exciting news, but just with the caveat that there's no way to let off the gas at this point. We took our iReady exam for grades K1 and 2 back earlier in the year, and we had about 28% of our students that were reading at grade level in grades K1 and 2. We put in our Ashlock intervention, trained our teachers to do this, did the corrective reading, and I'm happy to say that that has jumped to 61% proficient in grades K1 and 2, and over 50% proficient in math grades K1 and 2. So I'm very excited about that. Also, our special education population had double-digit growth, so that's a phenomenal growth for us. Looking ahead at our general summative assessment scores, we had a 6% or 7% improvement as a district in English language arts. We had a 3% improvement in math, and we had a 6% improvement in science. All those are very, very good accomplishments, and we're thrilled to death. But like I said earlier, we're going to celebrate our successes, but we can't let off the gas. We got to keep it going, keep it building on the successes that we've gotten. But we are very proud of our students. They stepped up to the plate. I'm very proud of our teachers. They did the work. We just gave them the tool. They did the work, the people in the trenches. And I'm very excited for them because obviously they got results, and what we're doing is working, and this is not the time to back off. We're gonna keep plugging along, and I'm very excited about that for this situation. So that's what I had there about the instruction leadership part of it, was our test scores. I'll be able to go more in depth in this after in a couple of weeks once everything's all settled in. We still have a few kids left out to take the test, but once we get probably board meeting after next, we'll be able to actually take a deep dive into it and show you where the strengths and weaknesses were. But right now we're very thrilled. Every school made some improvement. Every school. Some of them made leaps and bounds. Others made just good, solid, steady improvement. And slow and steady wins the race. So that's what we're working on. So brings me to my next point of business, and another exciting reason that we're here is the Golden Horseshoe Test is a test on West Virginia history. It's given every year. Lincoln County has always been successful at having Golden Horseshoe winners. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the first name that comes to mind with me is Skip Winters at Guyan Valley High School. Yeah. Skip, that was his, Golden Horseshoe was his baby, and always did a phenomenal job with it. And we're very fortunate, very blessed to have 3 winners here in the county who actually, we're very excited for them and their instructor. So at this time, if I could call you Mr. Davis, you want to step up here? James Justice, you are. Phoenix Stevens. And Carly Smith. Now, guys, if you would come up here and get a picture, my winners would come up here, please.
I'll come back up.
Come right back up.
Come on up. All right, hold your certificates out.
Board members want to get in there? Let the board members get in.
We can get behind them.
All right, nice job, guys.
Congratulations. Proud of you guys.
Now, obviously, you are more than welcome to stay. You might find the rest of the meeting tedious, and we have a lot of business to take care of, but that's completely up to you.
Thank you all. Congratulations.
I wish you all would stay. It gets kind of funny. Be careful going home. Be safe.
You'll be okay without us.
I know, but I still want you all to stay. I don't get to see goodbye, dear. Goodbye, dears. You all be careful going home. Now, wasn't that night? We need to have something every week.
Mr. Barnett took the words out of my mouth. I can't think of a Golden Horseshoe or West Virginia history without thinking of Skip.
I know, me too. Me
Yeah,
too.
I know Austin remembers it.
Yeah,
Does.
Skipper, he loved that better than anything, didn't he?
All right, nice job.
Want to move on to item 6, approval of our May 6th minutes. We will tonight be asking for roll call votes. So I will start with Mr. Wilson. How do you vote?
We need a motion first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll
we need
make
a-
that motion that we approve the minutes of the May 6th regular meeting.
I'll second that motion. Mr. Wilson?
In favor, yay.
Okay. Mr. Mosteller?
Yay.
Ms. McComas?
Yay.
And I'm yay, and Ms. Burns is yay.
Yes.
Passes 5-0. And moving on to item 7, I'll give you guys a few minutes to look over that.
I make a motion that we take up items A through I in the consent agenda items 7.
Do I have a second?
I second that.
Wilson motions, Burns seconds. And Ms. McComas, how do you vote?
Yay.
And Mr. Mosteller?
Yay.
Yay, passes 5-0. And with that, we will move on to item 8. These are policies we're putting on public review, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'll ask for a motion to approve item 8.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Burns seconds, Ms. McComas seconds. Burns motions, Ms. McComas second.
Okay.
And Mr. Mosteller, how you vote?
Yay.
And Mr. Wilson?
Yay.
I'm a yay, passes 5-0. And moving on to item 6, allowed and authorized payment of bills.
I'll make that motion.
Burns makes a motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Mosteller second. Mr. Wilson, how do you vote?
Yay.
Ms. McComas?
Yay.
And I will in favor of that. Passes 5-0. Moves us on to, lost my place here.
Item 10.
Moves us on to item 10, financial request approval. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Burns makes a motion.
I'll
I'll second it.
Mr. Mosteller seconds. Ms. McComas? How do you vote?
Yay.
Yay. And Mr. Wilson?
Yay.
And I vote yay. Passes 5-0. Brings us to the blue sheet, item number 11, personnel. I'll give everybody a moment to look over that.
Now, summer school enrichment, what is where is the places of this summer school enrichment, and what is the dates?
So if you look at the posting, it says where they're at, where each person's at.
Yeah, summer school enrichment, but it says effective date July 1st. How long does it last?
Till the end of July.
Okay, it doesn't say that,
Right.
okay.
And then you'll see it right next to the job number, it has the location.
Yeah, the location is, but I didn't know, when they started and how long it, now, are we gonna run buses? and
Yes.
things? Okay.
Yes.
I'll ask for a motion to approve personnel.
I'll make that
I'll make-
motion.
Burns
I'll second.
motions. Wilson seconds. Ms. McComas, how do you vote?
Yay.
And Mr. Mosteller?
Yeah.
Okay, passes 5-0. It brings us to item 12, superintendent update.
The update was just what I gave you earlier there on the scores, and then the slideshow that we were showing this evening with the Duval site. So, and if you ever get a chance to drive by the high school, you will see a 40-foot covered walkway that we put out back where the buses run for students to get in and out of the rain. We widened the sidewalk and put the walkway in. Also, we're working on a sketch and some plans for the redoing the front entrance out here on the board office since the wind took the last one off.
Yeah, I
So
wonder what happened to that.
we're working on that as well, but we did repurpose that. They have that over behind the transportation department now, and that's where they park their trailers and mowers. So it did serve a purpose.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on there with what we have now. Next week during instruction and leadership, I'm going to have Ms. Shortridge come in and talk to you a little bit about the training that we're providing for teachers and service personnel, starting the last week of this month, as well as the summer academy during July. She can break it down more for you and as to what we have finalized now. So you'll get that update there on the next board meeting as well.
Now, tell me the grades for, all the elementary grades will be eligible for the summer academy?
It's teachers.
That's what I mean, the
Yes,
teachers?
yes,
Yeah.
pre-K through 12
Okay.
Yeah.
And the, through 12, where will it be?
at the Lincoln County High School.
Okay, so both of them will be up there?
Yeah, they just
And they
break
will
out in the
just-
breakout sessions.
Will they give them, give the teachers, like, at the high school especially, a list of what they can think about taking, so they kind of
They
know?
already have.
Okay.
There's a program out there. It's a Microsoft Forms, and they sign up for what interests them and what they need, and then the materials are provided to them as well.
So everybody knows before they get there what
Yes.
their schedule is?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Barnett. Duval, seems like everything's going along smoothly.
It is. I'll knock on wood there. I didn't mean to break anybody's eardrums, but right now it's going very well. That mountainside back there was the Achilles heel.
Right.
And I think that's under control now. But those guys are working. I mean, it seems like every time we try best there's something else that's gone up. So they're not wasting any time. So,
I see the gazebo at West Hamlin's coming along.
it's coming along as well.
Pretty nicely,
Yep.
too. That's good.
Yep.
Okay. All right, that moves us to item 13, board member comments. Anyone have anything for future meetings or any comments? Okay. Moves us on to item,
If nobody has any comments for board members, I'll make a motion that we go into executive session to discuss employee discipline.
okay. Wilson makes a motion to enter executive session. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Burns seconds. We will enter executive session. We do need a vote on that. Burns seconds. Mr. McComas, how do you vote?
Yay.
Mr. Mosteller?
Yay.
Okay, and that is a 5-0 vote. We are entering executive session at 6:14. Mr. Burns makes a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mosteller seconds.
Roll call
That brings us back to, I'm sorry, we do need a roll call vote on that previous motion. So Ms. McComas, how do you vote?
Yay.
Mr. Mosteller, how do you vote?
Yay.
Mr. Wilson?
Yay.
Yay, 5-0. I'll say that we just come out of executive session discussing Mr. Barnett's evaluation, and we did that based on the criteria for the superintendent's evaluation criteria set forth with the State Department of Education, and this board has determined that Mr. Barnett exceeds all expectations. We're thankful to have you, and we're just echo everything we said in there. If you have a good superintendent, I think the system kind of sets on autopilot, and you're doing a good job, you're hands-on, and it shows, I think
I think it shows in the work ethic
it shows everywhere, and it
And-
definitely shows in the
Yeah.
test scores at the testament.
and the
to
test scores
Hard work and the team you've
and the
built.
teachers showing up to teach. All of that stuff is positive stuff, and I appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much.
And we'll move on to item 15, ratification of suspension of service employee. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion.
Wilson makes a motion. I have a second.
Second.
Mosteller seconds. Ms. McComas, how do you vote?
Yay.
Ms. Burns, how do you vote?
Yes.
That is passed 5-0, and that employee's name is?
Stephen Peasimer, Peismer.
Okay, thank you. And with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn until May 27th at 6 PM at the central office.
I will make that motion.
Ms. Burns makes that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mosteller seconds. Ms. McComas, how do you vote?
Yay.
And Mr. Wilson?
Yay.
That is 5-0 at 7:32. Thank you all.
Jeremy, I heard